Howdy. For today's video, I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try doing a commentary, and it's based off something that I realized over the past couple months of working as a digital artist and trying to better myself. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to show up. And what I mean by this is that you can still be chasing like big dreams if you want to be a character designer, illustrator, if you want to be a game director, etc. I'm not saying don't chase those things. What I'm saying is the amount of stress that you're putting on yourself right now might be too much. And this is something that I personally experienced because about a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted to stop watching anime as frequently. I wanted to stop going out. I wanted to stop hanging out with friends. I wanted to stop playing video games, and I really wanted to buckle down on art, school, and work. The issue with that is I was lacking inspiration, I was lacking motivation. For the first couple months, things were going well. I was improving at a rapid pace, I was seeing a lot of traction, but after a couple months, it just crashed. And I mean, it really freaking crashed, because the quality of my artwork was not coming out. I had to break back down into my fundamentals and start setting. And I just wasn't able to produce with a lot of new ideas. I was severely lacking motivation. I was severely lacking inspiration. And my observation skills kind of plummeted. In fact, I was lower in terms of ability than I was before I got more persistent with my artwork. So I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this is there are some people out there who are able to work beyond their limits constantly 24/7. My grandpa was like this. This dude literally used to sleep like 4 hours a day and got so much stuff done. But for most of us anyways, trying to put that much pressure on yourself, it's not going to help you in the long run. Especially if you want to progress, you need to schedule off days for yourself. You need to schedule rest days. Take the time to take care of yourself before pursuing a passion that much. And I'm not saying this from the light of just the overall benefit of relaxation, but I'm also saying this from the light of new perspectives, new understandings of things around you, and just being able to take a breather and look at things. And that's something I like to think is, now when I get overwhelmed, I'll take a breather and I'll look at a situation. I'll look at a situation, I'll pause, and I'll think about it. You know, maybe write it down, maybe even put it into your own art, I don't know. But it's actually a really good way to use that as like a checkpoint, because that checkpoint is now going to be a new place that you can come back to. A new place that you can review your feelings and base it off of your current situation where you may be feeling stressed, and seeing if your checkpoint can help you in any manner. Now, what goes along with not being the best is also being open-minded. Allow yourself to interpret different sort of scenarios, situations that you may find yourself in, and learn from them. As an artist, that may come in the form of different mediums, different art styles, but don't be so rigid, because if all you're doing is aiming towards this end goal, then you're never going to see the actual path in front of you. And the path in front of you can tell you a lot more about how to get to that end goal a lot safer, a lot quicker, and a lot more efficient than just focusing on the end goal itself. The path itself is always going to be there. The end goal is still a little bit out of reach, so you might as well enjoy the path. At least that's the way I like to think about it. But saying it like that, there have been moments where, me personally, I've done things, and I've done things as an artist where it's like, I thought I wouldn't like this art style, the way this artist painted, I wouldn't want to try that myself, but I did it anyways. I did those things, I learned from them, and I took the bits of information that I liked, and I cast aside the bits of information that I didn't like. Doing that has allowed me as an artist to build up a greater library of assets and abilities that I had in the future. And something I realized during that whole excursion of constantly studying, and something that I'm sure a lot of people fear, is they fear the second that they stop working, they'll fall behind. They'll get rusty. The truth is that, you know, constant practice is good every day, but you don't have to be as aggressive as you are. You know, light practice is better than no practice. The fact is that you're still progressing every day, and you're not going to lose immediately all the skills that you built up to that point. That's just not going to happen. You're still capable of doing all the things that you were, albeit you might be some breaking in, some practice, etc. But there's a difference between taking breaks, stopping work completely, or burning yourself out. And taking breaks is going to be the best option, because you're also allowing yourself to kind of process the information that you're intaking, and, you know, allow yourself to actually better recall that memory. That is going to be another thing, is memory and drawing. A big thing about psychology is your ability to memorize, and taking gaps in between doing a task only helps implement the long-term memory of that which you're memorizing. That's a whole different topic for another time. But there are a lot of reasons why it's good for you to take breaks. So just remember that. Just remember that it's okay to take a break. You aren't going to lose all the information that you built up to that point. You're going to be able to rest. And you're going to be able to get back to work, get back to whatever you're studying, get back to whatever you're doing in the future. Just really find a sincere way to relax. And this isn't the video to tell you how to do that, but it is to tell you that it's okay. You know, you don't have to put that much pressure on yourself. In the end, the most important part is just to respect yourself, respect your limitations, recognize them, and come to points where you're able to understand your own emotions, feelings, and that which hinders you. If you can come to understand all of those things about yourself, then when you're working too hard, you'll know when to stop. There's a very big difference between working hard and working hard enough. If you're working hard, that means that you might push beyond your limitations and eventually experience burnout, eventually experience an injury, and whatever you're doing, you never really want to work too hard. I mean, athletes have rest days, don't they? Most of them anyways. It really is important to respect yourself. Working hard enough means that you're working towards your limitation and even pushing it just a little bit, but never beyond that limitation. That way you're able to continue working. But at the same time, it's not even just this whole ideology about working. It's just enjoying. Enjoy the work, enjoy the process, and enjoy the life around you, you know. It is hard as an artist, or just anybody who's working a lot of hours doing one thing, to enjoy the things around them. But I mean, that's what life's about. The truth is, as an artist, you're constantly observing. So it's kind of important to, you know, observe things. You know, observe experiences, observe the trees, observe the sky, observe, you know, anything around you. Enjoy it. Find ways to give yourself a break. Find ways to relax. Find ways to appreciate things. And I like to think about it like this. Find ways to appreciate the things that you would have when you were younger. When you had an appreciation for an anime or a cartoon, going to the park, hanging out with friends. Whatever those things that you did at whatever age where you were able to have an appreciation for it, try to do that as you are now. You know, really find ways to tap into your genuine ability to relax, and not just relaxing for the sake of relaxation. That's the most important part, is to focus on how you construct, well, your entire self. Everything from your relaxation to your schedule. Organize it well in a way that's not going to overwhelm you. And organize it in a way that's for the sake of your well-being, not just for the sake of productivity. It's something I've been thinking about for a while. Like I said, this can apply to a lot of different people. I do know a lot of people who are working in many different fields, and they just get easily overwhelmed. And that's what sucks. But, like, you know, it don't always gotta be that way. You're doing enough for yourself by working hard. You don't gotta work harder than to the point that you're unable to work anymore, you know? Me personally, I respect people who are just able to simply be ambitious and be persistent in the long run. So, if you're working hard enough, at least, that's enough in my mind. I think it's good. And if you're taking care of yourself for the sake of your well-being and not for the sake of productivity, I think that's good as well. I didn't really know what to say during this one. It was just a bit more of a ramble, a bit more of a personal perspective. But I hope you guys understand. I hope you can take something from it. And if you have similar experiences, you know, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm really thankful for being able to reach 10,000. I did not expect my videos to blow up like this. It really is making this journey as an artist a very fun one. And it's inspiring me a lot to get on a track that I can follow and be productive in a way that is good for me. Exactly like I talked about in this video. So, I hope to upload more videos in the future and talk with you guys more in the future. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the good stuff. But aside from that, just respect yourself, you know? Enjoy your time, enjoy the art, enjoy the things around you, and do your best. Alright. Bye, thank you.